everyone, welcome to this video. So in this video, I'm going to be showing us a small trick on how to create a border around your KPI card in Tableau. What do I mean? This is a KPI card showing profits. This is for sales and this is for quantity. And usually these are sheets that have these aggregated numbers in each of them and is dragged into our dashboard. So this is a single sheet. This is for sales and this is for quantity. So most of the times to have this border around it, once you've brought the sheet into or in on your dashboard, what you usually do is to click on it and click on layout in here and give it a border, and usually you have a border around it. For example, if I decide to say this border and give it whatever color I want, let's just use this one. You can see the color just aggregates around or surrounds each of the sheets, and that goes our KPI card. But usually if I do not want that to be done, I just want this one-sided KPI line in there just for design purposes, and I just want to explore that using the sheet itself. How do I go about it? Now, most of the time, another option to do is to come into layouts and to dashboard and drag in blank as a floating object, which I did for this demarcation. So, but to make your work tidy and you just want this to be automatically generated, we need to do something different. So I'll go to this sheet and let's see how I explored the profits margin. You can see the bar chart is inside the sheet itself, and you can see that it is just, there is no line, there is no axis, it's just straight, and the width is also defined. How did I achieve this? So let's create a new sheet. This time around, I'll be using a metric for discounts. I'll get the total discounts and label my sheet as total discount. All right. So total discounts in here. So I will be dragging the discounts into the text area, and that is what forms my aggregation. You can see is sum. Now, because I've created other sheets, I've been able to create two calculated fields, which we'll be needing for that generation. One will be for the width of the bar chart, and one will be for the height of the bar chart. Now, I'm going to turn this from automatic to bar. Okay, you can see it's a very tiny bar and it's always around where my text is located. So how do I create that dimension for it to increase? So like I said, this is the calculated field for the length. I have one in there because I want it to spread a bit above. That's from top down. So that's for the length. And for the width, I do not want any width at all, so I'm going to give it 0. So I do not need to create a new calculated field because I've already created that. So for you, you will need to create that. So again, you will drag this width to your rows, okay, because that's what's going to define how far away, or to your column, that's going to determine. We can also change it. You can see it has centralized it. Now I'm coming to the length, which is for my rows. I'm going to drag it in here. You can see that the length is summing it up automatically, so I'm going to leave it that way, and that's why it is summed to 10,000 automatically. And again, I've changed this to bar. So I do not want it to be in the center. I want it to be at the edge. If it's going to be center, you'll be fine with this one. But I will now come in here and edit the axis. So once I edit the axis, I'm going to come to custom and I'm going to fix the starting point to 0. I do not want it to be in the middle, and I want it to be from 0. And I'm sure that my value is 0. It has brought it to the edge, and there you have it. So the next thing you do is to hide this axis. So by unticking show header, the same with this, you untick it because we do not need it. But you can see that our text is at the top. All you can simply do is to hover over it, click on that number, okay, and drag to whatever location you want. So it's going to place that number to that location. So you can increase your label, which is the text. Can increase the fonts, whatever font you want. Most times it will be bigger. Let's use 15, and you can make it bold if you want to. And there we have it. And so we can also drag again because it's covering at the moment. And there we have that card. So for the width and length, we use calculated fields, and this is 0 and 1, and can be summed up automatically. So we come to the card, or to our dashboard, where we're going to put the card, which is a sheet, and I'm going to drag the discounts. Remember, it will be tiled. I'm going to drag the discounts into by the side because that's where I want it to be. All right, you can see that I need to do some adjustments on the sizes of this sheet. So I've been able to adjust it accordingly and giving them equal spacing. If all these tiles were in a container, I could have just say distribute equally, but I have a single container for everything. Now, after adjusting it, what you need to do, you can see this gap is still there. So you just need to hide the title and it goes up. Then you can decide to create a text. You can see text here as an object. So create a text object, or you can copy an existing one and you can change as appropriate. So I'll make this discount all in capital, and there we have it. And you can see this is a bit thick, it's thicker, so I'm going to go back to the sheet and manipulate the sizing. So this sizing will collapse, it's going to reduce the width accordingly. You can see it's making it thinner rather than broader. Okay, so main thing to take away is that you have to create calculated fields. You have to put them on the width and the length accordingly. Then you have your text mark where you'll be having a KPI number. Then you can adjust the thickness as you deem fit. All right, and now it's adjusted. If it's still thick, you still go back to it. So, and you create a text object to make the labeling. You can see that it's open-ended. We have this open-ended field, we have the open-ended. So for design purposes, if you do not want that bother all around it, so you can reduce the number of blank objects to create that demarcation by just manipulating the bar charts. And you can see it's a bit stylish, and I hope you find this video insightful. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.